Welcome, fellow Protoners and PSO2 players. We're having our monthly Theorycraft and NGS Headline review. Joining me are Shin and Eternal Key from Dark Raiders. I'm not sure if Eternal Key's mic completely works, but if it does, that's great. If not, we can read off what he is saying. Now, what does everyone think of the NGS Headline?
Let's start with me first. I'm just gonna say it. Hype, super hype, very hype for the events that's about to come. Especially this at the end of this maintenance. We're gonna have a ton of we're gonna have a blast up until the Tundra update. So everything is gonna be great.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you. The Tundra update, I think, is everyone hyping. And the fact that I really called that it would be Tundra. And Spook in the last Theorycraft said that it would start with a K, and he nailed it. So we figured out the shit.
Yes, yes, we did.
Now, I will say this. I have seen some footage of the volcano region, and I actually now have a little bit of a theory about the history of the planet, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I will say this: I am hyped for the tundra region. Looking at the animals and the dolls that they did show,
Yeah.
I can agree with some of the things, but that doll with the wheel, I'm going like, no, that would not work in a tundra region because it would be too much weight in one point of area for actually crossing on snow. Because if you know anything about the tundra region, you don't just put your weight on one point when you're trying to cross snow. You try to spread it out like a snowshoe. So I think that enemy is going to probably be restricted to more of the rocky, mountainous areas within the tundra region, but that's about it. But knowing Sega, they're going to probably put it into the areas where they really probably shouldn't be.
And that's one of my theories too. Like, is those wheels like all terrain wheels? Like it can go through the snow, and then it can go through the rocky areas. Because if it's kind of like a militaristic, of course, future, then it's gonna be an all terrain wheels. So like it can go through snow, it can go through the stone, or it can go through the water. Like we saw one area that you can swim to. So maybe there's gonna be some swimming section. We don't know.
I don't think there's going to be any swimming sections, but the problem is that, according to physics, that one wheel puts a lot of weight on the snow, and it's just going to sink and get trapped. Kind of like a motorcycle trying to go on a very deep open field. It's going to sink. Whereas a snowmobile, which distributes all its weight out, can go very fine on a field like that. So that's my beef with the design of that wheeled doll. But the other ones I have less of a beef with, although that hand one was really, really weird. Like, I'm going like, how? It makes no sense. Like, how? That's too much surface area to be losing heat from.
It kind of makes sense in a way, because of course we have already defeated Dark Falls, right? He ran away. So of course, if we're gonna connect that to
Which Dark
um
Falls?
oh the Dark Falls, the recent one, the Jazz Hands, and then
Oh, you mean the
he's
NGS Dark Falls?
yeah, NGS Dark Falls, because he has a lot of hands, and then he's gonna regenerate every time that we cut off his hand. So what if he Dark Falls has spread out his influence, and those are the fingers, those are the hands, and those hands are like the scouts for Dark Falls. So um, he will get a chance, or like look for a way to have a chance to strike back, because thwarted him, right? In Central
Mm.
City, we thwarted him. So that's one way of looking at things. Yeah.
Eh, I could see it as a possibility. Oh, and Eternal Key wrote, it looks good, and it looks kind of medium or small area. He's probably referring to the tundra region. Although, actually, from what I've seen from footage of people who've went in there, it's almost as big as Ratem. It's just much more annoying to climb up. So there's a lot more
Or
verticality there.
or maybe it's bigger than Retem because of um uh, the height. What's that? What's the word that I'm looking for? Like
The
you wish to
verticality?
climb. Yeah, verticality. That's right. Like going up the mountain, and then we're gonna do the skateboarding thing. If you saw that one,
Yes, I did.
so
Now that
we're
actually
gonna
brought into my theory that just seeing this skateboarding thing, I was going like, you know what? They could have races with that skateboarding thing as a form of PvP that's, not combat PvP, but a PvP in general where people are racing down the hills. They could actually
yeah,
be
that would be
doing that.
good. Yeah, and also, for the skateboard, and I have a great idea, like what you said earlier, snowboards or the snowboard and the snowmobiles. Like you can do whatever, uh, and then maybe it's gonna go to other areas as well. But this wishful thinking that we're gonna have like a vehicle thing so
Yeah, I
that we
think the
can
snowboard might be
traverse.
restricted to the tundra region.
Yeah, maybe. But here's hoping. Here's hoping that we're gonna have like a vehicle type thingy to traverse all throughout the regions.
Well, we'll have
Yeah.
to see if we get vehicles for all regions or if they keep it region locked. For certain
Yeah.
regions, get their own special vehicles.
Yeah.
But
So we're gonna wait for that.
yeah, now I did see a lot of the wildlife, like not all of it, but we did get some viewings of some of the wildlife. There was something that looked like standard foxes. There was something that looked like a manta ray.
And the moose. We saw moose
Yeah, we saw a
with the
form of moose.
tames. Yes. So we're gonna have winter themed animals or tames
Yeah,
that we can get meat from.
yes, I can definitely see that. But I have to now ask: is Sega going to introduce a new crafting material that we have to freaking find and harvest on limited qualities, like with photon scales at the beginning of Retem?
I think they're gonna introduce that because if you saw one clip of Ash, the character fighting
Yeah.
the dolls, there's like a yellow crystal or a blue crystal. So maybe
So,
that is
new weapon.
also
New weapon.
it's either a new weapon or a new material that we're going to use.
Well, no,
Um,
materials we never get equipped. It's always weapons that we can see. If it's, now, mind you, he could just be having the color variant Cinquium weapon.
not the weapon that the character is holding, but if you observe to the environment, there's like a
A
yellow
glowing yellow
crystal
crystal.
or
Yeah. The thing is that might be the dev's way of making sure people can see. Because if you look at the various areas in Rotem and Alio, they have certain crystals that glow a light, just so this way it's not completely dark when night falls.
so it's kind of like a glowing crystal only, and it's not a new
Yeah.
material.
Yeah, because looked at the size of it, I'm going like, it's not a harvesting material. It's just lighting to make sure people can see.
That's one theory. Or if they're gonna, if in the Thunder region, we're gonna have like the back in base PSO, like the gathering thing. Um,
Oh no, that was horrible. That was horrible. No, no, please, no. Not that form of gathering again. Please, no. But I can't imagine that they would be making a new material, and they'd probably call it like quadite or quintite. Yeah, actually, quintite sounds right because they have a naming convention of mono. Let's see. What was?
Mono, di,
Yeah, di is twice, and then tri, which is
duolinite,
trinite, and then they went
trinite.
terra, which is 4. So
Hmm.
quintite would probably be a new material in the tundra region.
Yeah, that's one. That's one way to put it. And then we're gonna have another photon.
I hope we don't
Another
get new
photon
photon
thing.
scales. I don't. We don't
'Cause-
need a new variant of photon scales. Please, no, 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 no. Don't do that, Sega. No, bad, Sega. All right. Eternal Key wrote that too because yellow crystal can be helping to see in blizzard. Yeah, it would be a lighting source to help you navigate with some bad weather, but not completely bad weather.
And then the blizzard. The blizzard is gonna be the next storm. You know.
Yeah, that'll be the new environmental
that'll
effect
be
for
the new
determining the gigas.
we're gonna defeat those wheels.
Yeah, in fact, actually, did you actually look at the signage at the end of that teaser for the tundra region?
The signage.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see it, but
No, like where's that on the time frame? All right, where it says frozen resolution.
yeah, Frozen Resolution.
Yeah, the thing is that we actually can see what the boss's shape is, and it looks like it's a humanoid type doll, with that almost kind of represents or looks like
Is it gonna diddle again?
No, this is not
Diddle.
Diddle. It has a tail.
Oh,
It's humanoid in shape, but it has a tail. A tail that looks like it's probably attached at the mid or upper back. It's not attached at the hip bone.
mm.
And from the looks of the profile, it looks like clawed hands. Definitely clawed hands. And judging from the spikes that I'm seeing on it, it would definitely be looking like it would have an ice theme to it. Like ice spikes
A nice
protruding
wolf.
off of it.
Ice wolf, werewolf, maybe, because it's kind of like looking like that,
Yeah,
or maybe an ice
I have it.
lizard.
Yeah, I have the video stopped at 2147. But yeah, it looks. I wouldn't say werewolf. Werewolf would have the tail at the around the hip, but yeah, I would actually say that it probably has very iced theme with ice spikes protruding off of it.
Awesome.
But yeah, I can see the. I have seen what yellow crystals you highlighting at. They are definitely probably more of a lighting effect. Although, yeah, the yellow crystals, I actually found a better frame for it. No, they're environmental lighting. That's it. They're like the blue crystals that you find in North Retem in that mining crevasse. They glow when it gets dark.
So it's just a environmental
Lighting
lamp.
area. That's what it is. Environmental lighting. It's not a new node.
Can you guys hear me all right?
Did
Yes,
you speak?
A little bit, Eternal.
How about now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, that one. We hear you clearly. All good.
right.
Yeah, I'm also right now looking at that. What looks like to be the a variant of that bouncer dread enemy that we have in the Retem region. It's definitely making me think. It looks like it has a caster-esque build, but it's also summoning, which is, well, it's summoning birds, but okay, what is it? Because I'm looking at it right now, and it has that nice little circular hat on top of it, and it has rings of light around its hands. Very feminine figure, if I had to say
Like
so.
The one that we've been fighting in the.
No. This is the tundra region. The tundra region one has rings on it, but in in fact, actually, the Retem region, that one also has a ring on its back.
Yeah, almost similar.
Yeah,
but
it's similar
slightly
but different design.
Yeah.
And making it, I'm starting to think that maybe this is hinting at probably the summoner class coming in because it summoned birds.
That's a good point.
So it could be, this could be the hinter of the summoner class. Now, when I did my theory crafting video last month, I said some of these dolls have almost for some reason they seem to resonate with some previous base PSO2 characters, and I'm starting to wonder if that might be true, because for some reason I'm thinking of Aika when I'm looking at this doll as I have it up on my screen. I'm thinking of Aika. Like it was Aika captured and now becoming the brain and control system for dolls of this model.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she kind of looks like a performance type doll.
Yeah. And Aika was essentially acting at being a high schooler for PSO2 the animation. And she was acting as the intelligence officer as Boot. Yeah,
That's one way of seeing it. Because Aika is also a summoner, right? Like she summons rappies. Yeah.
And rappies are birds.
Yeah, that's right. So if it's gonna be like that, then maybe they're hinting that the old, out with the old, in with the new, something like that.
More like my theory of probably. Now I'm actually starting to think that there was probably a civil war between, the old style arcs and probably a new generation thinking that they're better. Probably ended up starting a civil war, kind of won, put the respect certain people from the old generation into, a cryotube and are using their brains as a essentially a blueprint of thought processes for these dolls. Because think about it, what is a doll? It's a puppet. And
yes.
Puppets have puppet masters. So it kind of works.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's also one theory that I'm still sticking with a planet is a huge doll, or the planet is the huge a huge doll, and then the dolls are the antibodies, and then we're the invading life
great
form.
You're making me think of what was that movie, Spaceballs, where they go like, Spaceballs 1, it's changing into a transformer. Oh man.
So I'm still sticking with that theory, because if you look at the walls, if you look at there's like biome mixed with technology.
Oh yeah, the Elio region.
Yeah, Elio region, and then for Retem region, we have the nature, and then there's another thing as well with the walls being kind of like dull-ish look.
I don't see any dullish looking. Now, mind you, there's those metal frames throughout all of Retem. That does signify that, yes, it is an artificial planet. But getting and poking a hole, unfortunately, into your theory, because I actually did see some of the volcano region terrain map, I have a funny feeling that this definitely is an artificial planet. But the thing is that in the volcano region, you'll actually see an area that looks like it was heavily disturbed by an impact. And the thing is that you actually see some of the bars and panels actually broken and shattered, which indicates that this was probably an impact site. And if you look from, when you're at Elio, and you look from Mount Doom over to Elio, or should I say the Tundra region, from Elio, if you look at where all the peaks are pointing, all the peaks tend to rise up like fingers on the left side, and the right side, and the volcanoes on the right side. If you were to look at the world as being like a seesaw, it means any impact on the volcano side would have rose something up on the tundra side, which kind of hints that, yes, there was probably some event that damaged the exoframe of this artificial planet and actually probably altered the tundra region from what it really was.
That's one theory. Like,
no, I actually saw the footage of the hole, and I was going like, that is definitely signifying that this is probably not a transforming doll.
Could it be that the dolls used to be humans at one point?
Well, that was part of my theory, was that the dolls made the planet, Arcs arrived, and kind of messed it up. And their dolls are going like, we gotta kick these suckers off our planet, we gotta fix it. But they're in the way.
Yeah. And then we cannot understand their language, but of course, they can talk. They cannot talk.
What if they did understand it? And because the one chick was singing her song. And they stopped.
Nadara's song.
Nadara, yeah.
Yeah, but
Nadara's
hers
song.
was a photon field that hampered the interaction of the dolls themselves. It wasn't actually communicating, it was hampering their internal systems, or maybe even if we're taking the doll master approach, they may be interfering with the communication between the dolls and the control system that actually operates the dolls. Kind of like if we were to use a Wi-Fi analogy, having your, talking on your 2.4 gigahertz phone, and then someone turns on the microwave. You're going to have a hard time using that phone while the microwave's on, interfering with the signal.
Yeah, I have that too. Because I was thinking it's kind of like a lullaby that calms them down, and then they just spirit it away. Since you use the Japanese and how do you call it? Theory that if one a bad spirit or a spirit that you retain, that they keep on living and they can't not find a place, to live on or go away.
Oh, you mean they're stuck in purgatory, in effect?
Yes. It's something like that. That's what I'm thinking.
The problem is that the thing is that it would be a spiritual thing, not a mechanical thing. The thing is that if you look at around the... I'm not good at pronouncing the official name of the dome region, but if you look around the dome region, you find a lot of scattered, broken doll parts, which means that they are physical. But the liquid part does keep on making me think of Shao and Xion, because they were very much water-based.
Mm-hmm.
And when you went through, I believe it was, episode 2 or episode 3, and you actually got to see what Xion was, it was a giant water planet, where the water was a living water. So these dolls could be a form of, one of those failed Xion cloning experiments that, came back. Just like Mother in episode 4.
Or maybe it's one of those people that got lost in the planet, and then they started the because they scattered, right? Like
most of the failed projects, from what we know, never got really far, and the ones that did fail got generally thrown in. One got thrown into subspace. That was Mother. One of the other failed ones actually became the Profound Darkness, but we don't know of any others. Unfortunately, we know that the rest failed, or that they didn't kick off right.
Okay. So that's one theory. It's either there are some failed experiments that went far, or that's one theory that I still stick to, especially because of the evidence of like having water, and then also Dark Falls with the floor being
Yeah,
all
that definitely
water.
that has the Alio cocoon texture. So Dulls
Yes.
and Alio, or should I say Halfa, have a connection. They definitely have a connection.
Yes.
We just don't know what the connection is.
We're gonna check that out in the next region, not the Thunder region, but the next region.
Yeah, well, we got to deal with region number 5, the hidden region, because I believe that one exists. And we'll probably be using a Greek or Hebrew word for its name.
That'll be interesting.
Because, look at planet Alpha. You break off the H, and then you get Alpha, and Alpha is Greek, and in Greek, all letters are not just letters, they're also an idea or a concept and a number at the same time. So it's 3 layers for one character. You just got to know which one to parse on. So if it's alpha, or they call it some form of alpha, boom, we got the 5th region, and it's hinting its name as Alpha. Lo and behold, it could be named after the planet of the 5th region. Could be going like it's Halfa Station or the Halfa Gateway. Boom, it still matches the Alpha word, which means one or a beginning.
Mm-hmm. So this is gonna be like if we complete all the regions in Halfa, then we're gonna jump space time to another planet because of course
that's what we
Star.
think. That's what we think. Because lo and behold, we have to deal with the fact that we're on one planet within the system, and if there's at least one other planet within the habitable zone, then we got one more planet to go through. And then we may start jumping to systems. And from what I've seen, and someone actually found it, if you look in Crawford's office on the monitors, you will actually see one solar system that's in the lower left, and then there's a big system to its right, and then up above and to the left of that are 2 other systems. So we may be dealing with up to 4 different planetary systems for the entirety of NGS.
And what if Crawford is talking with them
Actually,
from far away?
We already can kind of get a hint that it looks like they are in contact with other arcs in these systems, but maybe not. We are not completely sure. It could be just the artwork was there, but it wasn't replaced properly. But knowing the devs, they've been paying attention to a lot of detail. So I don't think that they would overlook this. But again, it's something that needs to be a little bit more explained. Because, we dropped onto the planet, how could they not know what the source of the meteorin is if they were keeping communications going like that without, a telescope or a radio telescope or something?
Maybe the cannon is also a telescope or also a satellite,
No, the problem is, the satellite is in orbit. It's not, the tower is not a satellite in orbit. So, but yeah, there's
like a receiver, a huge dish.
No, the problem is that the only way that ship could be dropping meteorin is if it's cloaked or something, or someone has an agenda somewhere, keeping the ship hidden from the actual sensors. But we don't know everything. There's too many mysteries, too many questions. Now, let's continue on with NGS, because we've covered a good chunk of the Tundra region. Let's hop on to some of the other parts of the updates. Now, we got the pyramid, and apparently it looks like we're going to be getting unlimited trial quests in there.
Yes, I also love the ninja. I'm so gonna get that.
Yeah, well...
So gonna get the ninja.
Well, it looks like that mysterious door that some YouTubers have found underneath the sands near the pyramid, it looks like it's a match to that door for the pyramid that we saw in the NGS headline. And so that means I was incorrect, that I thought it was an incomplete model that was being held for, a good chunk down the line. No, it looks like it's a complete prop, and it's ready to go for the pyramid, or the geometric labyrinth.
Right. the extended challenge.
Yeah.
Extended challenge that we can challenge it as many times as we want, and we're gonna rise to the top to get all the moolah and the fashion.
Well,
The
no,
good
there's
thing
a couple
about it
of
is that you don't need to use what do you call it? Those
battle dia
The
keys.
triggers.
Yeah, the triggers.
yes, the
The
triggers.
triggers.
No yellow triggers, no purple triggers.
Yeah, in fact, actually,
Yes.
this is the thing that I kind of found disappointing, was that they go like, we're releasing the Revel Cap, we're, increasing the combat zones, we're increasing the purple triggers, but they didn't touch the yellow triggers, and the yellow triggers are good for power leveling. So why didn't they make a rank 2 of those yellow triggers to assist in power leveling for the newcomers?
Yeah, exactly. And also the if it's gonna be like a level 2, there should be an increased loot. Increased loot too.
Yes. In fact, actually, that was a
Yeah.
big cheese off. It's like the Elio region trigger, yellow trigger, gave you gold sword, gold armor, silver armor, but when you go to the Retem one, all you get is the gold sword and the gold armor. It's like, I get more out of
And
the Elio
a
one than I
mastery.
do out of the Retem one.
And also mastery. Mastery 1. Yeah.
Ugh. It annoys me at how Sega has not thought out some of the capsules. It's really annoying.
It kind of is
Like,
because they for like leveling up or upgrading your gear, right?
yeah,
They
like,
don't
yeah,
know how to balance or find a way to help mid people or like people that struggling or
yeah. In fact, I'm gonna be slowly making a tutorial series to help out the newcomers, and it's gonna be broken down into parts covering each area, just so this way it's like going like they don't have to go through a 2-hour video covering everything and only need about 5 minutes. I'm gonna break it down so this way it's like, oh, you want to do armor upgrades? Here's the video on armor upgrades. Easy to understand, easy to do, and no searching. It's, oh, I just need this part.
and there's a good thing for is like to do it for people that want to do solo. They could do it this way, and people that want to do it with the group, they could do it in another way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing I found is that when you do it solo, generally things are more challenging, which in its own way can be a reward, but there is a point where teamwork is a must. Like this, apparently the Geo Labyrinth is not solo friendly because there is no auto revive, which means you go down, you're done. Like just
You're done
one
for
down.
good.
That's true.
So the Geometric Labyrinth, it's party time pretty hard. Now, something that I would like, and this is just something for some newcomers and to kind of keep a little bit of the history of the game intact, is keep some of the Gigantics at their original levels in like the central areas. So Central Alio, keep the Megalith at level 24. So this way, new players can, if they get in as the whole guild all of a sudden comes in and goes like, we want to try Gigantics, well, they can try, the, very early Gigantics, get a handle on it, get an idea of it, and then go like, hey, this is really good content. We want the higher end prey. They will work their butts off because they got a taste of the good end game stuff. And lo and behold, if I recall, Central Retem has, I think, 1 or 2 Gigantics, so having one of them be, the level 41 would not be an issue. It'd keep some people going like, hey, here's the level 41. Just tease them with the end game content by keeping one in each region of its original level. It's bait to get people salivating at trying it. And it would also serve as training for when they try purple triggers as well. That's the other side of it. It would be training to get used to Gigantics if they decide on hopping into the purple triggers.
Yeah, and there's a good thing for people that want to do solo. They could do it this way. They could do it this way, and people that want to do solo, they could do it this way.
Well, the thing I found is that when you do it solo, generally things are more challenging, which in its own way can be a reward, but there is a point where teamwork is a must. Like this, apparently the Geo Labyrinth is not solo friendly because there is no auto revive, which means you go down, you're done. Like just one down. Although they would have to deal with the fact that there's going to be a lot less people helping them compared to purple triggers. Or should I say doing it out in the field. But, yeah, that's something that I would like to see. But, again, I'm looking forward to this. And I'm also somewhat interested in... Now, from the headline, we learned, yes, the pyramid gets launched and the weapons get launched. But something's going to happen a bit later that makes the new weapons, the cuckoo weapons, better a little bit later, and for the geometric labyrinth, from kind of what I understood.
Yeah, because did they say the cuckoo weapons is for your, like a sub weapon? Like you have to switch with your main weapon as well? And then it would be, your cuckoo weapon will be stronger when you use it.
No, essentially,
like
I think they
one?
mentioned the potential or some feature of the cuckoo weapon will be getting altered a bit later down the line. Now, this is obviously makes me wonder what... Now, we kind of have heard that the new cuckoo weapons are using the standard old model of, photon chunk for potential. Thank you. We don't want to deal with the photon scale mess anymore. That was horrible.
Right.
But the one thing I will say about the Synquium is I know a lot of people are going like, I don't want to pay the 600 photon scales. 600 photon scales is actually a bit more worth it than you think, because that 600 photon scales, getting it up to pot 4, does add 10 battle power.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. I recently got to potential 4 with my Synquium Katana. So,
I'm still struggling.
yeah, and also I got it to plus 50. So, it really, like, between Relic and Synquium has a lot of power.
Oh, yes.
Especially if you have like different augments for different armors that you have. So
yeah.
it's gonna add more. It's gonna add more potential, or it's gonna add more potency.
No, Synquium, it ups for the different augments. It ups the HP recovery and reduces the PP consumption.
Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, it definitely is a good weapon to use. Of course, if there's gonna be like up until 6-star rarity weapons, you know.
That'll probably be the Tundra region.
Yeah.
But thinking about it, now I at level 40 with a pot 4 Synquium weapon fully updated, I'm already at about 2070 BP. Yeah, 2070. No, wait, am I at 2070? Well, unfortunately the game's in maintenance mode, so I can't pull it up. But you can get really damn high, and I'm not even at full potential. I was at 2060. I believe battle power. Just with, and the thing is that I know I'm not even nowhere near at full power. Like, I don't have Mastery 3s or Sovereign Ward 3s to give me another boost. And if I did, I would hit 2070 battle power at level 40. So I think right now the current max limit is probably about 2040 BP, and as much as people are saying level is king, it determines whether you can or can't run an urgent quest. No, it's not. Battle power is king. Like, I think, I know that the Dark Riders have actually seen me run Darkfalls, which is a level 40 boss, and I'm level 33, and in theory I could have actually done it probably at level 32 and joined the fight and still have full effect.
I think skill is mostly matter in the game, because battle level and your level is just helping you go to further through the game and fighting harder monsters. But if you have the skill for it to beat any components or monsters, then you're golden.
Yeah, well, it also depends on your playstyle. Like, if I'm doing the power leveling trick of maxing out my BP so I can enter in the zones faster, I don't do melee. because I am a freaking glass cannon if I do that. So I end up going with either precision or tech weapons just to keep range so I can get the time I need to dodge any attacks or move around as I need. Because that's how I end up staying alive when I'm, trying to power level up. Make sure I have the distance so I don't get clobbered by all these close range attacks that essentially would one-shot me.
Right. Yeah. Because I'm I'm a ranger, so I do close quarter and far range. But as well, I use the katana. So I mix those two together.
Oh, yeah, that's a good combo.
Yeah. So anytime that I want to get a monster close to me, I get them close and very tight that they have limited movements. I knock them down and do as much damage as possible and stun them if I can. And if it's getting too risky, I go far back and start using the bow.
Yeah, in fact, actually, if you're a ranger, what you can do, and I did find this as a little bit of a nasty weapon, is a rifle bow is actually rather nasty, because you could use the weapon action of the rifle to dodge and attack at the same time, which is really nice compared to the bow's weapon action, which was essentially just prance around and dodge, whereas the rifle weapon action one is dodge and shoot, and if you actually wanted to, you could also set blaze shot as one of the PAs, and there you go, high mobility dodging and moving while still attacking. It'll consume some PP, but you could still pull it off.
If you're a bow braver, you can actually use the dodge to counter. Like bravers bravers have the brave spirit. So if you dodge, you will have.
I think that applies only to katana, though.
Is it? Is it for dodging, right?
Yeah, I think so, because I remember reading it, because I'm not someone who's good at timing, so I like double checking everything.
Yeah, the bow dodge, you could use it for the katana, but you have to use the
multi-weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, actually, thinking of multi-weapons and the fact that we will probably have other systems, I can't help but think that we actually might, at one point later, be able to have a triple multi-weapon.
Oh, that will be nice. Triple multi-weapon.
If that would ever to happen, I know what I'm gonna do. Oh man.
Oh, believe me, I would be salivating over that, because I would actually be taking the bow, the rifle, and the grenade freaking launcher all together.
I would probably use the rod.
I'm gonna use the rod. I'm a bow force, a braver force.
Oh yes, I've played with that myself a bit.
Because
the rod or the talent.
Yeah, because of the braver has like a huge PP consumption. So
that's
it's
true.
It's very good to have that PP conversion. Like you convert your PP
recovery
into HP to your PP. And then you just have to recover it. And then if you're a bow main, then you can get it back up when you break fall or when you use the rest aside. Yeah.
The other now I've actually did this, and I kind of found that rod is nice, but Talus is starting to grow on me more than the rod as a force, because I'm actually using that pillbox function of the Talus a lot more, and it's really becoming handy with a number of applications. Like the main weapon I'm starting to use is a rifle Talus. I can literally use it for maximum effect on about 4 different class combinations, full effect, and it works for about 40 class combinations. You could still always use it. You may not get the PAs or the techniques, but you could still use the weapon actions, which for both weapons are very useful for one another. One is very defensive, one's very offensive. It works beautifully.
Yes, I agree. Because on my other, I believe ship 3, I have a character that I have a katana and a talus, and it works wonders to evade and do a lot of tricky stuff that I haven't done before.
Yeah, it's very cheeky. In fact, now one thing I did note that yes, Talus is great, perfect but I actually tried pairing. Now I mixed it with Jet Boots Talus, and I ran into one little issue. And that is, if you use the technique effect and you want to make sure it's on your boots, you have to make sure that you've attacked with the boot first, then activate the technique, because as soon as you activate or switch to the Talus and activate the technique, it doesn't then apply the technique element to the boots.
Yeah.
So it's a bit more difficult, and I kind of wish Sega would have thought of this problem and possibly allowed it to go like, oh, you temporarily switch to Talus and you're on boots? Okay, shift it over.
Yeah, it kind of like it breaks itself in a way that doesn't want to change.
Yeah.
So you're sticking to one weapon. Okay, stay with that one.
Well, the thing is that it's kind of nice as soon as you get the element set, like just go out on the field, do a kick, quickly switch to the element, cast it. Your boots are now set, and now you don't need to worry so much.
Yeah. That's why Knuckles and Rod works wonders. On certain extent.
Yeah.
It works really good.
Yeah, certain weapon combos, I will always say, certain weapons will always be more for being used in a multi-weapon, even if they never have the class. And one example is the Wired Lance. Like, literally I've Wired Lanced every single melee weapon I have, and it's always very brutal combination, because being able to, chain yourself right up to them in a, scorpion manner of going like, come over here, is, it's so nice, especially when you got something like Soaring Blades or the Twin Daggers or even the Knuckles. Oh.
Ooh.
And the fact that it's double melee means you could just stack the melee. You don't have to divide up the potential bonuses. You could just stack it right on one spot.
Yeah, that's true. But I just want to ask, because for multi-weapon, I have to be a hunter, right, in order to use the multi-weapon?
No, you don't.
No.
Nope. Essentially, I've actually... That's one reason why I said, when you make a rifle Talus, you could use it with up to 40 class combinations, but it's not full effect. As I said that, it means that as long as you have Ranger, Gunner, Techer, or Forces, one of the classes, you could always use that weapon. So it's literally, you make the weapon once, and it services you for so many classes.
So I can just use... okay, I can use a Talus then.
Yeah, because the only two weapons that actually have tremendous commonality is the rifle and the Talus. So literally, any weapon that has a rifle already has great access into the precision area. Any weapon that has the Talus has great precision area. If you have both of them combined, you pretty much get the whole board. Because you literally have covering 8 of the out of all the classes. Literally, you just need to make sure that you have one half of the classes in use in order to use this weapon. Like, it's mind-boggling how flexible and usable the rifle Talus is.
Yeah.
And the fact that you could be a Techer and you'd be actually really nasty at a range if you mixed in. If you're a Techer, you just use the rifle attack to have that rapid attack to rebuild up your PP, and then you can keep on spamming at a distance with all your techniques.
Good. Yeah, I should try that later, because I want to... And, right, this April 6th, we're gonna have the
Up.
new skills, right?
Yep.
New photon arts.
Yep, the new
So
photons,
we're,
but we don't know if we're getting new skill points though. No new cocoons, which means we have to, if we want these, we have to use our reset passes.
Yeah. So that will be one ideal thing. But if they have like a new cocoon, well, in April 6th we're gonna have the geometric labyrinth, right?
Yeah.
So what if there are some areas there, or if you're going to complete
I don't think they
uh,
would do that. That would be doing too much mixing. I don't think that they would. That would be essentially trying to mix extra code in somewhere else that would not be, let's just say, it would be breaking certain rules and expectations if they did that.
that will be, yeah. But if there's like a
I don't think skill points at all will be tied to that pyramid. They've already pretty much said that it's going to be loot, materials, and whatnot. They've never said anything about skill points. That
Skill
would have been
point.
mentioned.
Mhm. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So I don't think that pyramid's ever going to give skill points. The only way we're going to get those techniques is with the skill
The
reset.
next region.
Yeah, the next region.
Yeah, we're gonna have the next region.
Yeah, and we already know where one of the watchtowers is for the next region. It's right smack in the middle of a valley, around in the middle.
Hmm.
Now, going back onto weapons, I am thankful that we are getting the support AC scratch again.
Yeah, the
The
ADI
ADI
ones.
capsules. Yeah, but for me, it's more the potentials. I want to save on those damn resources so much. No,
yeah,
like
it's
literally,
it's a pain.
I have
it's
4
actually
characters. I have 4 characters to work with. I have a lot of freaking resources to burn through when I make the weapons, and making sure that all my characters had a Synquium weapon cost me a lot.
I wonder when they're gonna change the special AC scratches.
All
The
right,
SG scratch or the special
the
scratch?
special scratch.
Oh, it's just getting appended. The spring special scratch items from that are going to be appended into the special scratch, from what I recall.
What? So they're gonna be integrated to the
Yep.
special
Not
scratch.
everything though. Not everything. Most of it will, but not all of it. Certain parts are going to be still exclusive to that spring special, and it's probably like the Night Blossom blade and some of the other weapon camos.
Let's see.
Interesting. So I need to. When is it? When is the special scratch gonna go? Is it gonna be like
No,
next
the
week?
special this special scratch is being updated now.
Oh, so no more special scratch.
No more spring scratch. It's being updated to
Oh.
include spring and special.
Oh man, I didn't get the night blossom one. Ah, damn it. Anyway,
But yeah,
I-
most of the spring special will be integrated into the current special scratch, from what I recall. But not all of it. Apparently, some of them are going to be disappearing
going away.
Yeah.
So
Which
just by
sucks.
talking about that, so each event of the new special
You mean new
event
seasonal
AC
event? You mean?
scratch, yeah, they're gonna integrate it on the special
one. Yeah.
the old one.
Yeah, that's what I think they're going to do. Because people over time are going to build up and have duplicates. Like, I already have a lot of duplicates in the original special scratch. Although, for some reason, the weapon camos never really drop for me. It's always, these cosmetic items that always drop. And it's like, I've already gone through 20 of this one freaking cosmetic item. Why am I keep on getting it? Like, I would really like it if Sega, instead of doing it from a drop table full on, give every single player something akin to like a card deck, and they draw from that. So this way they don't get the same damn thing 20 times in a damn row.
Right.
They're gonna have like an exchange.
That's
like,
something else
if
I
they're-
want them to do. Is it like for the SG scratch, especially when they're this limited? I would like it to go like, look, we have 40 SG, material tokens or recycle badges. We have 40 of these recycle badges. Give us like an SG selector ticket for 40 of those badges.
That would be nice.
That would be very nice because it means, hey, we've gotten so many duplicates. Let us take what we want.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good.
Like, that's something that I really think Sega should probably think about doing. And the other thing that I would like to see them do is for the SG scratch, like, the first 40, you get goodies, but then you have to wait 40 for a selector ticket? That's a long freaking wait. No one wants to do that. Cut it down to every 20.
Or 10.
No. 10 is too much. I would know that from doing the math. 10 is too much. 20 is fine. It's at the tolerance point going like, okay, it's just enough to entice you in, but not to get.
Yeah. Not too much. Like 10 is stretching it. That
Or
would be.
They could do this too as well. They could put that type of ticket, special ticket that you could select any items in the SG scratch in the raffle. As you select an item, you get
then
a
they'd have to
random
keep
ticket.
on updating that table, which is probably what they don't want to do.
Oh, yeah, it would be nice, but
That's
yeah,
one reason why the mission passes are as they are. In fact, just what was it? This past mission pass, it had a selector ticket for the SG Scratch, but it was set up for that SG Scratch for the time that the SG Scratch was available. So that's one reason why it's like they made sure the timings were right to make sure that they don't have any loose ends in the database where something worthless gets, picked up. Otherwise, then they have to do an apology for it, and then they have to give out, 100 SG tickets to everyone. But now, something that I kind of think would probably be a benefit to the free-to-play players is, and I know that some of them have a crap ton of SG. What if Sega also offered a way of converting that SG to AC? Not, one to one.
Great.
Not one to
That
one.
would be great.
Now, the thing is that we already know that it takes, I think, 2,000 AC to make 500 SG. So, using that as a model, so it's essentially 4 times. You essentially pay 4 times more, or should I say, you get 4 times less from converting AC to SG. So, if they have, now mind you, I would have, because I know Sega has to make a profit and kind of give the nudge to premium, if they had it such that, let's see, I think 30-day premium is about 1,300 AC. Let's bump it up by 25%. So about 16, let's say 1,800 AC. And they use that then as a benchmark. So 1,800 SG for 30 days of premium.
Yeah, that would be great if there's like an SG to AC or like SG to premium.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
Yeah,
it would be. It would be better if the SG to AAC.
No, the thing is that
you could.
The thing is that
you could switch it to SG to AC because.
Oh no! There'd always have to be a hit. There'd always have to be a hit. They have to make sure that the money comes in. That's why there has to be a penalty in.
Well, how do you call it? I think it's there's 2 games, I believe. 2 gacha games. One is Genshin Impact, and I believe, I don't know if you heard it, Bleach Brave Souls.
Yes, I've heard of that one, but I've never seen it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I kind of get what you're getting at, where there's multiple currencies. I know PSO2 has multiple currencies. But the thing is that if they were to convert SG to AC, at that point it would be 1-to-1 or 2-to-1. In other words, you always have to take a hit. Because they want to make sure that people are spending money to pay for AC and not using the free-to-play way of, using SG to make AC. It has to always take a hit such that it incentivizes. Because lo and behold, it's the people who pay for AC that are paying for the servers. So you don't want to discourage, paying for the servers too much.
I get it. Gotcha.
That's why I'm going if it's SG to premium, that's probably a better deal, especially if... have you actually seen listened to me and Nidaman's talk on possible collab AC scratch tickets?
No, this is the
No,
first.
not yet.
Yeah, well, I'll put it this way. One of those scratches is essentially like a TFS collab, but I ended up mentioning we could have uncensored voice tickets. And this is the one reason why I said only SG to the premium, because if you have the AC scratch as strictly, AC scratch, it means they have to have a credit card in order to buy it, which means you've already proven that you're an adult. So this way it's guaranteeing that, okay, if they're buying, uncensored with, swears voice tickets, it's, clean. The person, it's untradeable, and it has confirmed that they are an adult, and because it's an untradeable item. And it doesn't escape into the hands of, any young kids that might be playing the game. That's why I went look, we gotta make sure that the AC is limited in some way, or they can get some premium in some way, but not generating something that could cause a loophole problem. But man, I'm also really liking some of the new outfits, but some of them I'm not enjoying. I'm going to be passing definitely probably on this Refined Form 2 SG Scratch, mainly because this current one already broke me of all my SG. And I'm quite sure it probably broke a lot of other people on their SG as well.
Yeah, me too. But still, I'm gonna spend it. I'm gonna spend it again because I like the trench coat, as well as the trench coat, as well as the idle reading.
Oh, the idle hands or the idle reading?
Reading.
Yeah, that one doesn't look half bad. Now,
Because
yeah, the one thing that I kind of do want, and it's the scratch count prize bonus, is the dash air slide.
yeah, the dash light. If you are like a rappy.
No, actually,
that's like
actually I can imagine Argon or Arag. I can't pronounce names right now. Aragan 9. He's always a tank or a vehicle in Central Aleo, and when I see him, or Central City when I see him, I could easily see him using the air slide as a tank. It'd keep the look.
a tank or an airplane.
Yeah, tank or an airplane. And I've actually seen his battle cruiser. It looks very nice.
Very.
Yeah, it's like going all hands available. Oh man, now he just needs the StarCraft Admiral voice, and then he's got it.
Or he's gonna use the auto chat, and then he's getting it.
Yeah, or if he gets the voice lines for the siege tank. Roll
Oh,
out!
Thanks for having me,
very
guys.
nice.
And I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
I have to go.
Yeah, have a
Sorry
good one,
about that.
Eternal.
Have a
Alright.
good run. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so... Alright, so let's continue on where we kind of left off. Alright, so... Yes, the outfits look nice, but I'm definitely gonna... I don't have the SG to continue on with Refined Form. I might be able to squeeze up enough for getting the air slide scratch bonus, but that's about it.
I like the trench coat one, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that one.
Yeah.
The trench coat one. But for the others, nah, not gonna get that.
Yeah.
I get the trench coat and the idol. That's
Yeah.
it. But for the air slide,
Yeah, that's a nice
nah.
one, but
It's a nice one if you want to be if I want to be memeish, then
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'll do that. But no, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna get that. If
Yeah.
I get the idol as well as the trench coat, then I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get the material storage plus 90 days.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Let's see.
gonna get that.
Also, we got that AC scratch coming up. Gilded
Oh,
Glamour.
the glittered glamour and
Yeah.
the comfort thingy.
Yeah, the comfort one. Yeah,
I need that the buoyant dash and the glide. I need those.
yeah. Well,
I'm just gonna spend that.
refined form.
And then
yeah,
the
here we
gilded
go.
one.
Gilded Glamour is April 20th. So I need to scroll. Oh, Casual Comfort. Ah, yes, that one. I want the military uniforms.
Yes,
I want those.
military uniforms. I'll get that. I'll get those as well as the hoodies. Because
Oh,
for the
the one-
hoodies,
yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna get the onesies, the guy one. For the girl, nah. I need the other one if I'm going to get the military
Yeah.
side.
Yeah. I might hop in for Casual Comfort, but I might just be using my Meseta to buy the outfits. But I know I'm gonna have to wait on that. But
I need also the in the Gilded Glamour. I'm just gonna get the emote scroll, the English version. So like I have got like looking for party or recruiting. I'm
oh
just
yes,
recruiting.
yeah,
Yeah, a GG AFK. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. And then also with the military themes and
yeah. I'm
the
gonna be
other
skipping.
gear,
Yeah, I
I'm
have a
gonna get
cast.
that.
Yeah, I have a cast, and I'm gonna be skipping out on the cast parts. They're just they don't look like a style I'd want to have. Even though I want to have cast parts, no, not this style. I'm gonna not pick up
The
this one.
dull style.
Yeah, it's not my
Dull
style. Yeah, but the only thing I'll probably pick up is probably the military uniforms and maybe that scroll emote. Now, mind you, I think that scroll emote might be in the other one.
The Gilded Glamour, yes.
Yeah.
It's in the Gilded Glamour. I also like the cross arms dash.
Oh
so
yeah, but
I'm also gonna get
that's a scratch count bonus prize. So you got to go
Yeah.
through 30 or yeah, about no, 45. 45 scratches.
Man. So I'm just gonna get the and also the buoyant dash also 45 scratches.
Yes.
Yeesh.
That's why I'm
Dang.
going to be pretty much ditching that one and only going like, look, I'll cough up just for the military uniforms and that's it. And Gilded Glamour, I'm kind of looked at the first two outfits that they showed and I'm going like, do they have a license for Two-Face from DC here?
If it's gonna be like a tuxedo or a suit, then yeah. But they do kind of look like Two-Face here, or Adam or Eve from Near. Like if he's in his battle
No,
battle
I don't
armor.
know that series.
Yeah, so he's left in like white and black. So yeah, that's definitely it.
Yeah, the only things I might want out of Gilded Glamour is probably the motion glide jump kick for my bouncer
Oh,
and the emote scroll, and that's probably it. Only two things out of that entire scratch. Mind you, we don't know what's all in it until much later. In fact, I'll try and see if I can.
on the 20th.
Yeah,
On the 20th. I'm gonna cosplay a Kamen Rider for mountain glide jump kick, and I'll just glide there like Dada kick. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna get that one. And
Yeah.
there, if you met the other like a cast cosplayer, he's actually cosplaying always like Kamen Riders, like he's
Oh,
Kamen Rider
yeah.
Black, Kamen Rider Decade, Kamen Rider Kabuto. So it's he's if you catch him, his Kamen Rider cosplays are top notch.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I think the only other thing from the Gilded Glamour would probably be the Explorer pose, but again, we don't have everything that's in the scratch.
Not yet.
Yeah, we don't know what's all in them. We just got, a sneak peek at them.
Mm. The only thing that we can wait for is the 20th, which is
Yeah.
ways away.
Yeah.
It's ways
About 2 weeks away.
2 weeks away, and we can't wait for that.
Yeah, well, we also got the AC Select support items too.
Yeah, with
That-
the Addy,
The Addy
Addy
caps.
augments.
Yeah, and the
Addy
fact that they're adding
capsules.
in new items and limit break substitute for the 50 limit and new NXP armor.
Yeah, that's that one. So, so my wallet is crying.
Oh,
My
I can
wallet.
imagine. I can hear the cries of so many wallets. And Lord Gaben, if you are using Steam, is going like, I hear wallets opening. The money is coming. Run! No. Take out my bag of holding. It'll suck it all in.
That will be great. That would be great if there's like I wish if Sega would have like a sale for like if you buy this type of scratch tickets, or if you buy this type this AC, you're gonna get a discount, like an additional AC.
Oh, that would be
Um,
nice. But I can see the issues with that, with the database management. So yeah, that's now, mind you, what would be nice and very incentivizing for premium users is, say, if you're premium and you're going for the AC scratch, if you're doing a single pull, it's not 200, it's 150. Oh, you're doing the pull of 12, it's a straight 2,000, not 2,200. It becomes more incentivizing if there's a discount on premium to get AC.
yeah, that would be nice. Like if you're a premium, you get discount. Like discount for the gacha. That will be great if
Yeah.
they implement that. Like it's gonna encourage you to buy premium more,
Oh yeah,
because if you are a premium for how many days or just a month, you will have a lot of bonuses. Like it's got the
Yeah.
discount as well for the gacha. If they implement that in the future, and also
and it would very
if
much.
you
In fact, actually, thinking about it, if you got your timing right and you're a free-to-play player and they implement the SG for premium setup, that would be very tempting right there to start going like, I'm coughing up my SG. I've spent a whole ton of it, and I see that there's this AC scratch I'm really interested in. I have a discount because I'm premium, and they might just crack open their wallet and get a full pull of 12, because now they go like, I'm saving AC. I just have to cough up a little for
Yeah.
a pull. It would be a very big incentivizer.
That's right. And also, in addition to like they have the AC campaigns, because if you like,
Oh yeah, those.
yeah, if you have the 500 and up, you will have a lot of stuff coming in. So that also adds to the incentive, as
Yeah.
you say. So yeah, That will be a good idea. Hopefully, Sega would listen to this theory crafting slash NGS headline slash
Video.
suggestion box.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it'd have to go through Sega America, and hopefully, they aren't deaf to bright ideas.
Yeah.
Because if they're deaf to bright ideas and they go like, "Oh, it's garbage," and don't pass it on, well, then it's pretty much almost as if it's in the waste heap. But yeah, the other thing is that when we got to the operation report in the NGS headline, the inventory and storage fill up quickly, the auto sell feature. How are they going to be handling those gold and silver prim items? Because they're rarity 2 and rarity 3 items, and I can imagine people right now are going to be shooting up for, the full Monty of, going only, rarity 5 items get to keep in. That's a lot of things that are going to get dumped right there. And are they going to be affecting the capsules? Because you need those.
Maybe not.
Because those capsules are, like, some of the capsules used for making the better capsules are all rare 1 rarity. So if those get auto sold off, it's like, oh shit, you better have some extra switches for that, because it's going to get nasty bad.
Yeah. I hope that they can, according to Here Arai, they and the development team, they said that they will implement that in the future, but we just have to wait for
they need
for
feedback.
that process.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to like set it up for weapons. This will be it, and then excluding the gold and silver weapons.
Yeah.
And then,
well, actually, if they actually the smart thing to do, because the gold and silver weapons and armors, what they should do is not just classify them as weapons, but if they have a tag on them that also identifies them as materials, that would save storage space. So this way they don't just go into the inventory as normal, they can also go into the material storage. That would save a lot of space.
Yeah, that will be great. Like, they're gonna be for the gold and silver prim armors and swords.
Yeah, if they get dumped into the material storage instead of regular storage,
yeah,
it would save so much space.
That's right.
And not to mention the fact that if it's a material, it means as soon as you get it, it hops automatically into the material storage if you have it.
Storage.
Which means you're already saving inventory space as you're doing a PSE burst.
That's right. And then for the Theseus, or like level or rarity 1 or rarity 2 up to
4
armors
now.
And they're gonna automatically yeah,
because
and not like
it's like there's so many things they could have done to fix the inventory fill up problem, because if they have the auto sell feature and it only applies to weapons and armors but not materials, that would actually work. Because if most people are picking up material storage, like, it's almost a necessity. In fact, it's so much a necessity that I'd say that material storage should actually come included with premium.
And hopefully, these features won't be just premium users only, because the material storage, it's in the SG. You have to spend SG to get the material storage, but it would be best if it's gonna be like free forever,
Oh yes, but the thing is, they need the SG to move and be cycled. That's why they have that. They want to make sure that the SG is
gonna be moved. The SG is gonna be moved. How? Scratches.
Well, that would actually work. But the thing is, the scratches. But the thing is that they need other sinks. You have to think economics. You need a guaranteed constant sink, and the most, like, if you look at Kuropi, he hardly uses his SG. The only thing that he uses his SG for is material storage. That's it. He hardly ever uses it on the scratches, so he's filling up on SG like crazy. And if material storage becomes free, it becomes almost a useless currency. So you'd need another sink to be mandatorily needed.
And that will if that is the case, then that will come in with the SGAC
Premium.
thingamajig. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, the SG version of premium. Yeah,
Yeah.
then I would bump it not up to. Then I'd have the price set for 30 days, not at 18, but 2,000. You get a bit of a discount. It
Yeah.
comes included with. It covers the cost of the material storage.
That's right. So
So it goes up from.
it's
18,
gonna be
Yeah, actually,
it's gonna
that
be
would.
that constant. That's gonna be the case because if there's like, oh, you're gonna spend the SG for the material storage, then and also you're gonna spend the SG storage for this premium thing, then it's gonna be trouble. Because you have to choose now. Like, am I gonna use the material storage or I'm gonna use the premium? I'm gonna go with the premium. That's
Well,
like
the thing is, if they make material storage available for free for all, then they can recover it by bumping up the premium.
yeah.
Or they
That's
include in premium the material storage. Boom. This way, it's like, oh yeah, you're free to play. You're building up your SG, but you could either pay for material storage or get premium with material storage. There you go.
Yeah, that would be ideal. So that would be the case. For the SG to move. That's one of the ways. And also, if they would have like refined form for every like update, refined form
No, they're gonna
3,
be
4,
no. It's gonna be
5,
burning up.
blah 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 blah. They keep burning up the SG, so
The
we're
problem
gonna
is
have
that
a lot
they-
of
The problem is that they need uniforms that people want, and the problem is that this SG, there's hardly anything I want, so it's just going to sit there. And the thing is, some people really hold on to their SG. You need to give something very incentivizing.
Yeah, and they're
And
in
the
this refined form, they're upping up the ante. They have the mount, the idol, they have the trench coat, they have the girl, with the hip hop rocker
Yeah.
chick,
But the thing
punk.
is, doing a refined form every month, that's just going to burn out other people's SG, and they're going to be complaining. The people who hoard and hold on to their SG, it's not going to affect them. It's going to be upsetting most people who are probably already burned up their SG, and they're already going like, if there's a third refined form after this, no, it's just going to cause a riot. You don't, you can't.
I'm one of those people because I've been spending the SG, and then I already got the trench coat and also the pants only, and then done. I am done. And I got the bonus for the Idol Matoy outfit. Yeah, I got those as well. So yeah,
Oh, you mean the luster outfit?
the Luster outfit. That's correct. Hmm.
Yeah, the thing is that they can't do refined forms too frequently or too fast because it just is going to cause an SG burnout among most of the players. So this is going to probably be the last SG refined form
Hopefully,
for a while because people have to rebuild up their SG stocks.
yeah. And people will also need to pay for the material storage
Yeah.
too.
So
Yeah.
people are tapped out. No, they can't do another refined form after this unless they want
Yeah.
people to be really angry.
Hopefully, Sega is not that greedy. Thanks, Sega. Thanks, Sega. But anyway, it's already late here on my end. I really do apologize to keep it short. Well, it's already like an hour and a half of our theory crafting here.
Yep. Well, theory
And also
crafting
the,
and NGS headline review.
Yeah. So it's good. It's good that we're talking on this because hopefully in the future with the theory casting that we're doing, we're gonna nail it again.
Well, we're going to
Soon.
nail something because
Yeah, we're gonna nail something.
we know that there's at least one more region to go. If there is a fifth region, we know that we should be uncovering a lot of mysteries by then. If Sega doesn't, then they got problems with trying to answer questions because they've already raised a number of them, but we don't have enough answers. Like, we're very slow in getting the answers. I'm still suspicious of Manon. I want to know Crawford's beef with Dark Falls. So many questions. In fact, I literally
And
want to do
where's
that.
Garoa?
Huh?
Where's Garoa? Like,
I think he's been
he's
captured and is actually in a capsule and is going to be turned into used as a brain copy for new unit of dolls. In fact,
Yeah.
actually, even funnier is, in fact, actually, this would be funny if the new dolls unit that we find as the boss of the new Tundra region is actually based off of Gara's mindset. That'd be hilarious.
Yes. That would be great. Like if they're fighting, and then Aina would say "Dad," and then all the PTSD thing is coming back to flooding it. To
Well,
her.
actually, she'd be going like, "That's my dad's combat style. What's going on here?" Because she probably observed her father a lot, and if this doll unit actually is attacking like her father does, oh man, that's going to be blowing my Puppet Master theory right up through the roof, going like, "It is true. It is very close to the truth."
And then we're gonna go through the next region. Then we're gonna nail it again.
Yep.
Hopefully
Well, at that point, we
can
might
have that
find,
too.
the brain behind it, but I doubt it because I think the brain is actually in that castle in the sky that's floating above the lake.
And observing us. Yeah.
Yep.
And I also, you also have a theory of Manon being a high caste.
Oh,
my
yeah.
theory is that Manon is a doll. Like,
No, she shows a little too much siding with the humans to be a doll.
Yeah. like, it's kind of like if you watch the there's like a betrayer at the end, so
Oh.
it's kind of like that. But that's just my theory. Okay, that's just my theory of
No,
Manon being like that. But yeah, she's
Well-
siding with the humans, and she has like the
nah,
she-
I don't think
she-
so. I think
Yeah.
Manon's the high caste because she's hitting all the check marks traits of a high caste. She's just checking them all off. She's matching Zira very well in terms of traits that Zira had along with Shao. Very low emotional impact, but very high on the intelligence.
Mm-mm. And she does not rest. Like when she did the
She's a workaholic.
Redem, the work on Redem. Like,
Oh, yeah. She's a
checking all the
workaholic.
footage. Yeah, she's a workaholic. Yeah.
She's a workaholic. So
All right.
I think that she's a high caste, and the high castes, from what I've seen from base game, they are workaholics. They hardly sleep.
Yeah, they hardly sleep and they just keep on working, keep on researching. Yeah.
But yeah, I still believe Manon's a high caste. And we're going to probably get the revelation that she is a high caste probably when we hit the castle in the sky.
Either Castle in the Sky or the volcano or the Thunder region.
Yeah, I
Now,
don't
my
think-
theory is
No, I don't think that will be revealed in the Tundra region. I don't think so.
maybe.
I definitely think it'll be either Mount Doom or the castle in the sky that we get further hints that Manon is high caste.
Mm.
But
And
but yeah, there's again. I want to actually literally have. I'm right now kind of going like Sal, going like, I have so many questions.
questions. So many questions. So little time, right?
What? How? I have so many questions. But yeah, I again, there's just too many mysteries, and we don't get enough through the story. Like, as I said, there's a lot of environmental storytelling going on that most people have missed, and some of us are catching on to it, and other people haven't yet. And they're going like, "There's not much here, but it's in the environment. We have to look at it." And Half-Life kind of did that very well, where you looked around and you got an idea of what went on or was going on by looking at the environment. So they are most likely, Sega is taking this approach with NGS. So we have to pay attention to the environment and how the characters interact with one another and how they behave. It's kind of infuriating that we have to notice all these little details.
And my theory is that it's my theory in the Thunder region, who's gonna be the next waifu? It's gonna be a blonde beauty. No, just kidding.
Oh, you mean a Nordic?
The
Nordic
Nordic one, or maybe she's a redhead. You know, a ginger, or an orange colored beauty, something like that. Merida? Just kidding.
Well,
Aloy?
well, we'll have to see how things
We'll have
go.
to see.
But
And it's gonna be 28. It's gonna be the next headline will be 28.
yeah,
So it's gonna be ways away.
the next one is on the 28th, or
Yeah, 28.
oh wow. I was kind of expecting it probably be May 3rd.
Yeah, they said it's gonna be May 28th.
Huh.
Oh, sorry. It's April 28th, Thursday.
No, because they keep their NGS headlines on Tuesdays, not Thursdays. So it'd be either the 26th or the 3rd. Yeah, April 26th or the 3rd of May. And I have a funny feeling it would probably be the 3rd of May.
It's April 20. It's April 28th. It says here.
Oh, yeah, next episode airs. I think that they did a typo. Oh, wait, they haven't.
No,
said
they
Thursday.
haven't.
They
Yes, this is
said-
Thursday. Yeah.
That
that's
is
it.
very weird. Because they kept to a pattern of always doing it on a Tuesday, and this is the first time they're doing it on a Thursday. So something is up. They have something planned.
They have something planned, and hopefully it's gonna be good. Sega,
Oh.
please,
Ah,
please, Sega,
Oh,
please,
no.
Sega.
No. No, there's only two possibilities I can think of why they have the date shifted. One is that they don't want to spoil the update that'll probably occur on the 26th, 27th. They don't want to spoil it. And that's why they have it, the headline on Thursday. There's an update there that they don't want to spoil. Or that there's something going on around on May 3rd where they have like a holiday or something, and they have to move it around to another date. But most other days were busy or not matching up right, and they had to pick the April 28th. But yeah, that is definitely weird because it's outside of the pattern. So something big is probably going on. Either that or they need more time for getting the update ready for the NGS headline for May.
Or yet they're gonna have like an early. No, just kidding.
No.
Early.
If they do
Yeah, no,
early
no.
maintenance, that would cause a riot. But then again, they already did have an early, 1 day early maintenance previously. So they might
Yes.
do it. So they actually
They might
might
do it.
for the NGS headline on the 28th, they actually might have a maintenance on the previous day, the 27th. So in other words, it's been delayed maintenance, and then we get all the content. We don't get spoiled with, some of the secrets that were supposed to be, could have been spilled, this headline, but all those nice little goodies get spilled and reconfirmed on the 28th. That's a possibility.
It's a good possibility. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's late here on my end,
Yeah.
so I
Same
need
here.
to go to bed. So,
Yeah.
thank you so much for this talk, and yeah, we'll see you again very soon,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, it's a shame that we couldn't get on some of our other hosts that I wanted to have on with us, but what can you do?
It's okay, no worries. Hopefully they can join us soon.
Yeah, they can
Yeah.
probably join us for at least another discussion video sooner or later, but we'll have to find out.
We have to find out. That's
Yeah.
right.
Well,
Um,
hopefully everyone has enjoyed this video, and hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you so much, and see you again very soon. Bye,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, see ya.